everyone, it's Renee with Delaney Jane Cards. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about coloring anything, any color you really want. It doesn't have to be realistic, it doesn't have to be traditional. It's your card. You can make anything, any color you want it to be. Here is a little, I guess I'm going to call it a clean and simple card. Using this Raisin Boat stamp set. It's old, probably circa 2007, 2008. I've had her a while. It's got some of these adorable images. There are these kids, ghosts, I don't know, they're all dressed up for Halloween and they're super cute. So I did a little masking there, nothing too fancy, just making sure that the ghost was holding the pumpkin bucket and it was in front of the other one. So here is my out-of-the-box coloring. I decided that this little ghost is not going to be white. He is going to be red. And I picked a really beautiful, vibrant red color here. I used a 4-color blend, and then he's got this kind of furrowed brow because I think he's upset that Mom gave him this bedsheet to wear for Halloween. So I made sure that my shading was according to, the lines drawn and the character, and made sure that I put extra shading there in that furrowed brow. And then I used the same red combination on this witch's hat. I think usually I would probably color it purple, but I wanted to tie it all together, so I used the red. And then here are the teddy bears on this red sheet. I used just a 2-color blend and only shaded on the edge where it would be around the ghost. Are ghosts round? I don't even know if ghosts are round. And then here in this pumpkin bucket, I just did some oranges, added shading to where the pumpkin would be like on all them lines, because of like pumpkins are round, and you know where I'm going with this. Anyway, if I was to color it again, I would probably color it teal for the teal pumpkin project. That's you put a teal pumpkin out in front of your house for trick-or-treating, and it lets special needs kids know that you have things other than candy for them. But I didn't. I went with the traditional orange, and I do like how it turned out. Used my cool grays to color the witch's hat. It looks black. It doesn't need to be black. And then I did some blue on the eyeballs, and I used a BV and then a really, really light violet on the ghost. I wanted him to look white, but I didn't want to use grays. So then I did use a gray here to add the shadow underneath, and these are my neutral grays, and I did kind of make sure it looked like they were hovering over the shadow. Here we're going to learn a very valuable lesson. Clean your stamps. Look at all that mess that it left on my shadow there. Luckily enough, it does not look like letters because I just set it there. And it's Copic Safe ink, so I don't know why I thought my Copic colorless blender would blend it out, as I wasn't thinking. But it doesn't help me at all. It's not going to help you either, so don't do that. Clean your stamps. Look how dirty this stamp is. Look at that. Clean your stamps. I used Subversifying Onyx Black ink here to stamp my sentiment, and this is a rubber mounted or foam mounted stamp. So then I had taken the squishy mat out of my Misty, and I'm adding an additional sentiment, and I had to put that back in because this is a clear stamp. It says, "Hope it's very sweet and scary," because I thought that was kind of adorable. Then I added a few white gel pen details here to the ghost hat and the pumpkin, and I don't think I added any to the little very upset ghost. I did add some black lace pen to their eyeballs. I do wish I would have waited, and you will see why. It doesn't ruin anything, but it is a lesson that you should also learn. Clean your stamps and wait for your gel pen. So here I am trimming some black cardstock for my panel, and then I'm going to trim my panel here. Look at, see, I had to wipe the gel pen off of the guide for my trimmer because it wasn't dry. So just take my advice and wait for the gel pen till later. And then I trimmed my spiderweb pattern, and this is some old Amuse Studio paper. It's really, really thin paper. I've had it for a long time. Much like the Raisin Boat set, it is a staple at Halloween. So here I added just a thin strip of this Schoolhouse Red cardstock because it matched the ghost oh so well. See, fixing the eyeball. And what I did here is I actually didn't cut the red strip the same height as the panel that I wanted. I cut the width, but I cut it long so that I could trim it with my scissors here to make sure that it was perfect. And then I decided to pop this panel up with the red cardstock attached. Just use this foam tape here from Amazon. I am almost through the second roll of that stuff. It is going ridiculously fast. And then I adhered it to the spiderweb paper and then to my black cardstock. So there is the card. Here's a still shot. I would love to hear your comments, what you thought. And on your screen, you should see another video if you'd like to keep watching. Thank you for stopping by and have a great day.